Welcome to episode 20 of the Hard Truth Guys. Today, this man is going to go atomic on some people. So, bear with us while we get the show started.
Ding, 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 ding.
Ding, 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 ding.
So as y'all know, we weren't here last week because I was on vacation. Took a nice little trip
Who the
out
fuck's
to...
got money to take vacation?
Yeah, yeah. What's this? Hold
Not
it.
this guy.
Help me sound the word out. How do you say it?
Vacation.
Vacation. You should have a staycation.
Yeah, it's usually a
My
staycation.
vacations are staycations.
Let's do
Yes.
shit around the house.
Next week I got a staycation for a week. That's what mine is.
Yeah.
And
God.
I needed a week to rest from this stupid vacation. Anyway, we had a good time. Went out to New Mexico to visit the sister-in-law for her graduation.
Told you don't go to Mexico anything.
I know. It was, I mean,
Yeah.
I told you.
My asshole fell out halfway there. So,
the
Listen to your older brother.
plane ride and everything were good.
well, almost from what you
Except
said.
landing in Albuquerque. Oh my God!
You should have
Yeah.
taken that.
They
No, you
got-
should have taken that right-hand turn in Albuquerque.
That's
Did you
right.
glue the rocks off the runway?
I don't know, but man, it was, and I wasn't the only one who was a little nervous on that landing. I was waiting for people to start clapping when we finally got down.
How'd you know? Did you see the
What-
diapers come off or what?
It was
What flight? Who'd you take?
Delta.
Yeah.
And
Delta. Aren't those the
it
ones
was
that are sliding off the runways?
no.
Oh.
It was a big plane, but you're
It don't
you're
matter.
coming into the mountains, so you're getting all the crosswind and shit.
What was it?
And
Vomit Airways, the Vomit Comet?
Vomit Comet.
Oh,
All right.
And like I said, but it was nice. Vacation was good. Spent some time
That's
with the
cool.
family, had some fun. Went to here's another part I didn't tell you.
What'd the dog do the whole time you were
Yeah, that was a doggy.
No, the dog was fine. He went out
He
with
only
us a
bit
couple
4
times.
people.
No. I mean, he stayed at her sister's like when we went to
Do you think
graduation
he was
and
at
stuff.
home? But isn't it a lot of dirt back in Vietnam, or is there a lot of? No, there's a lot of grass in there, right?
There's some grass there,
Yeah,
yeah,
but
but
shit.
he didn't like. He
Yeah,
was
it's
a
the
little
wrong kind of
confused
grass, though, from
because-
what I understand.
Yeah,
But
no.
you had him on your lap, right?
What?
It bit him in
No,
the nuts
cleaned
probably 4 times.
Well, you had him with you though.
Well, yeah, he was on the plane.
How was
so.
he on the plane? Did he disturb anybody
Going there
besides
a
yourself?
little bit.
There was no sack attack.
No.
He wasn't,
No. On the way back, it was because we had to do the 2 flights. It was a little dicey because, he's got to stay underneath the seat. He's supposed to. So on the first because he's not a service dog.
It's part of a flotation device.
But I don't get it. If he's in a like a sort of a cage, right?
Yeah.
Why the fuck did you have him on your lap?
They don't like that.
Yeah, you can't
So,
do that.
I know
for
they don't
safety.
like it.
I
But
guess for
safety
safety.
reasons.
If you
For
have
safety.
to, if
When
there's
it's a hard
accident-
landing, you end up in the cage
Dude,
with
if you're
him.
going down, he's gonna go down with
I
you.
know. So like the flight from
fucking rules are stupid.
Albuquerque to L.A. was. And get this. So on the way back, they switched us out and they sent us instead of going from Albuquerque back to Atlanta, then back to JFK. We went Albuquerque to LAX
That makes
and all the
sense.
way back to JFK.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, not like burning fuel out there. Hey, but
Did you see the skinwalkers while you were out there?
No, my
Foreskin Ranch?
my buddy's like, did you take a giant shit when you went to California? I'm like, no, I wish I
Yeah.
did though. So when we went to
Did you get off in
Ranch.
California?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
we had to, yeah. So
Why
and
did
we
you take a
and,
shit while you were there?
I don't know because I didn't have to at that point. We had like an hour and a half layover. So on the flight out, the wife had the dog out of the cage on her lap, covered with the blanket because he was quiet.
Illegal.
So and everything was fine. They coming up and down the aisle. And they're like, "Okay, just got to put that bag on." Oh wait, whoa, what is that? Because he fucking moved.
I'm pregnant. Oh, I think I just felt a kick. Does it fart too?
She's like, "Oh, he's got to be in the bag under the seat." So we
Is
put
this
him
after
under
you
there.
took off or before?
No, before.
Oh,
Hey,
so
tell
he's
you
a-
what. You put him back in the bag, all right?
If you can get him in there, you can get him in there.
Exactly.
So then he's just barking for like 3 minutes straight.
Uh,
So I knew it was coming.
It
She
won't-
comes back over. She goes,
you need to quiet your dog.
"Do you have anything that you can give the dog to make him quiet?" I'm like,
Yeah.
"I gave it to him already."
How about I give you something to make you quiet?
It's called leaving him back on the lap. That's what it was.
So she's like, "Well, we can't have him barking like this for the whole thing. We're gonna have to give somebody a call." And I'm like, "Here we go. We're gonna
shit.
get kicked off the fucking plane. We're not even gonna make it to
Oh,
LA."
were you in the air already?
No, we were
No.
still on the
Oh,
ground.
no
Yeah.
way.
So I could see her up there on the phone, and I'm like, motherfucker, we're gonna get kicked off this flight.
Oh,
God.
I'm
because
like-
you had to take the dog with you.
Look, and I
So-
didn't bring anything with me, any weapons or anything to be in LAX.
Yeah.
I don't know what I'm going to do here.
So she comes back and she goes, okay, if he's on her lap in the bag, will he be quiet? And I'm like, immediately, yes. And she's like, maybe.
Wrong answer.
Who said maybe?
That-
Oh, God.
Come on, Queen, you're not helping me here.
So this stewardess goes, wait, now you're saying this and you're saying that. I go, no,
That's
he
safe.
will be quiet. Don't worry. She goes, okay. I talked to the captain. He said as long as he stays in the bag, as long as he's quiet, everything will
should've
be
told-
okay.
I got an idea. How
Listen.
about I let him out into the cockpit? No, we'll
Should have
see.
said no. I gotta put him on her lap, and then I'm gonna sing him a song in Vietnamese the whole way.
There you
The
go.
whole time. That way, to put half
Exactly.
the plane
So,
to sleep.
but she's like, but for takeoff and landing, he's got to be under the seat.
Great.
So sure enough, put him back in there.
He
And
needs to be in the cargo hold.
as soon as I felt this lift up, I'm like, pull him up, put him on your lap, keep quiet.
Did he
And
give
it
you
was
that
only-
smile? Did he look at you like,
No,
Let
he
me
just-
ask you a question. When you got on the plane, he was in the carrier, right?
Yeah.
That was the mistake, taking him out of the carrier.
Well,
then.
you're not. You have to. He has to be in. He's supposed to be in
how
the
does he
carrier.
poo and everything? Or, I mean, because
He doesn't, because when we get to the airport, they all have like the pet relieving stations. You
Oh,
can
they
take
do.
them in.
I've never
yeah,
seen
yeah.
this. Okay, all
Yep.
right.
Really?
Yep.
Is there like Xanax for dog? Do you
Yes,
have to get?
I gave him that.
Oh, really?
He
They
takes
do make-
trazodone. Yeah.
Is it actually? Is it actually
it's
Xanax?
basically Xanax
Yeah,
for
all right.
dogs. Yeah.
Wow.
But it wasn't working. So
No, he was pissed because you put him back in there. You took him
Yeah.
out, and you're like, what
but
the
that was
fuck?
only like a I think it was only like an hour and a half, 2 hour flight from
Okay.
Albuquerque to LAX, and that wasn't bad at all. So we get to LAX.
So when you got off of that plane
Uh-huh.
and you got back on the next one, did you keep him in the cage?
Well, I was smart. As soon as I got on the plane, you had the stewardess there that are greeting you when you get on the plane. I said, look, we got the dog in cabin here. The last flight, the captain let us keep him on the lap, so he's going to be quiet. It's a 5-hour flight. I don't want the dog barking. Can you ask the captain if that's okay?
Uh-huh.
And sure enough, they came back and said, yep, that's going to be fine. So
Nice.
he was
What do they do with
good.
the bigger dogs? They put them. There's a spot underneath. Yeah. Okay.
Because when he came from Vietnam,
Yeah.
from Ho
Well,
Chi
that's like
Minh
a
City
14-hour
well,
flight.
no,
Was that? How
He
long
was a
was it?
cargo then, right?
he was only underneath from Ho Chi Minh City to Tokyo.
Okay.
And then when she switched planes, because it was a United flight on the way back,
Right.
he was able to be in the cabin.
Oh,
Okay.
So,
All right.
American flights you're allowed to.
Yeah,
But the
yep.
foreign ones you got to stow
Yeah,
away.
foreign ones I got to
The
get
belly.
stowed away. Yeah,
Belly of the beast.
Yeah. So,
Belly of the beast.
but let me
literally,
tell you
with him in there.
about it was a 5-hour flight from LA to JFK. About an hour and a half in is when the turbulence started, and it was that way the fucking rest of the flight.
Drop out.
Yo,
Yeah.
yep.
I kinda
I'm just
like
like,
turbulence.
I
I don't know,
fucking
I'm
hate
sick.
this. I'm never flying again.
I'm a
I'm
little
like,
bit mental in the head. I love the turbulence.
the wife
I'm
is
like,
sleeping. The dog is sleeping. The wife's sleeping. I'm just sitting there staring
You're
at the
like,
screen like I fucking hate this bumping around.
Yeah.
Get that roller coaster.
Yeah.
I'm going like this, fucking staring up at waiting for the seatbelt light to come off, and it came off once and it went back on like 5 minutes later, and I'm like, fuck, I hate this.
And you know, like the co-pilot's like, ding, ding.
Yeah, I'm
ding,
hearing the
ding,
bell. I'm
ding.
like, I don't want to hear multiple
Exactly.
dings. That's
I
bad.
just mess with them a little bit more. Ding, ding. No
Hey,
smoke.
when
Oh,
we
the
got-
smoking light went off. You're like,
Yeah.
really?
Wait, really? If the smoking light goes off, we're all fucked.
Yeah, exactly.
Light them up because it's gonna be the last one you get.
Didn't realize we were able to do this since the 90s. All right, yeah, very good.
You're over Colorado, you can do it.
Oh
Yeah,
man,
wrong
yeah,
smoking.
it was
Yeah, yeah.
it was a rough flight back, but when we landed at 6 a.m. We get our bags, dude, and from where we landed to where the bags were was like a fucking 15-minute walk.
Yes.
I'm like, what the fuck, man? Why can't you drop us off right where we're supposed to go?
Just remember,
But-
it's not the fall that kills you.
Yeah, it's that sudden stop. Yeah. So we get out there. I call the place where you have the car at. I'm like, yeah, we got our bags. He's like, okay, meet me outside. I'm like, Terminal 4. He's like, meet me outside, C3. Okay. I don't know. It must have been like 20, 30 minutes later, I think. The guy finally shows up. We get back to the car. Everything's good. I check the car out, make sure nothing's wrong.
No dents, no nothing. Yeah.
Everything's good, Get out there. Boom. Fucking hit the Belt Parkway parking lot.
Yeah.
Verrazano Bridge, fucking parking
Well, what
lot.
time were you? it was rush hour. You were on your way back, right?
But the traffic should have been going into the city, not
it's-
out. That's what I thought.
No. Do you see what the city looks like anymore today? No, everybody wants to go the other way out of it.
It was that way on the Belt Parkway to Verrazano, 278 and 287.
Ah.
It didn't clear up until around Bridgewater.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. That's insane.
We landed at 6 in the morning. I got home after 10 in the morning. It only took me an hour and a half to get there when we went there. So it was a long day.
So to sell, fly out of Newark, not JFK.
Fly out of Newark,
Yeah.
not JFK. But it was
Fucking
cheaper.
Fly out of Pennsylvania, man.
Well, yeah, fly to
Fucking
Philly.
Lehigh
Yeah,
Valley.
exactly.
Yeah, or I could. Yeah,
Yeah,
you know
you
what?
could've done Lehigh,
Probably
yeah.
could have done Lehigh.
Lehigh
Yeah,
Valley,
yep.
that'd
I
be
love
the
that
place to
turbulence.
be, man.
I love it, like like Cessna, flying along like 172, 152 Cessna, and you're just cruising along, and it's like, woo! And you're like, yeah! Okay, we're flying again.
I don't like roller
So
coasters.
did you
to
eat a
start
lot of
with.
Mexican food while you were out there?
No, oddly enough, we went to this awesome place. It was called crap. Now I can't think of the
I
name of
don't
it.
know the name of it.
It
I
was
never heard of that place.
yeah, I know.
Have you?
Oh man.
I haven't heard of it.
Shit.
I
I just
never
had
knew.
it. I don't know.
Shit.
It was a sandwich place. And it was
Anywho.
the Bud Hut or something like that. It was a marijuana themed place.
Oh,
So
I
all the
say,
sandwiches-
the butt on
All
it.
the sandwiches and everything all had like AK-47, Golden Nugget, had all kind of weed names.
Oh, right.
So did they
Oh,
were
no,
they
the-
passing around the weed?
That was
the
all the
ganja?
names?
Were
So
they
no,
passing-
they
you could
were-
actually get weed there.
No,
They
no,
passed
that
around
was
the
just the
ganja
name.
before you
Oh.
ate.
No.
Okay.
Yeah, they
So
get
you-
you high, so you had to buy the
Yeah,
food.
exactly.
you
That's how they
order-
make more money.
Yeah, you
yeah,
order
yeah.
your sandwiches in
It's the best tasting sandwich
like the
I've
small
ever had.
sandwich was like a nugget. Then the next one was a pinner, and then the next one was a blunt.
Nice.
So you order them all, and the
and
food
in
was
weed
great,
terms.
dude. I got the AK-47.
It was the
It
best
was
sandwich
the
I've
best sandwich I ever had.
Yeah.
It was roast beef, Swiss, horseradish sauce,
Nice.
pickles, lettuce,
Kind
tomato.
of like a
man.
little Arby's kind of.
Oh, man.
Yeah, it's.
Oh, it was so good.
I tell you what,
And people out there, well, we'll get to that in a minute, but most of the people were friendly. We did go to a Vietnamese restaurant that was fucking great, man. The food was
Didn't
awesome.
I see you had a fucking post? You said you had a crab one day.
Oh, that was my sister-in-law made 10 pounds of snow crab
No,
the
we
first
got
night we were there.
crabs.
Yeah, I got crabs.
that's
yeah.
what it was.
it was
okay.
toilet seat.
So
Nah.
yeah, we
went.
we shoveled it. We shoveled in 10 pounds of snow crabs. Then we went out to do.
Nice.
Then we went out to do
Drink
karaoke.
Benadryl.
No, I didn't need it.
You know what I
Nice.
got a hankering for, man? Is fucking steamed clams.
Yeah,
Yeah,
get
there
some
you go.
steamers.
I,
Yeah,
I,
yeah.
I'm gonna have some steamed
And
clams
go to the
someday, man.
fresh
Yeah.
fish market and get like a
Yeah.
bushel of them.
Yeah,
Yeah.
put them in a
Just sit
fucking
there
big
and
old
eat.
pot.
Yeah, steamer pot.
Well,
Eat until you can't eat
You know,
anymore.
Flying. So you had the turbulence and stuff. One of the things I loved about flying was the power on stalls. Power on stalls is full throttle, and you pull back on the controls, and you start pitching up to the sky, and eventually you're going to climb. You're going to climb high enough that you actually watch your airspeed drop off, and the plane stalls, meaning not the engine. Engine's still running, but you are ceasing flight. And as you're looking up at the sky and you're watching your airspeed, you're watching your instrumentation, and it drops off, you get to a point where you feel, in the seat of your pants, you feel the aircraft stop in the air, and it slides backwards. It actually goes back from where you just came from a little bit, and then you push over on the controls and you bring the nose over.
as you pass out.
And
Sounds to me like
but
if
you
you want that
gotta.
experience without having to die, I can knock you the
It's-
fuck out.
It's great, but you got to step on the rudder pedal. You got to give it enough rudder because the rotation of the prop.
I'm giving it all
As
she's
you
got,
push-
Captain.
I'm giving it all she's got. But as it slides back and you pitch it, you push forward on the controls and you bring the nose back over, the spinning of the prop will tweak the airplane. So you have to step on rudder pedal to keep the plane stable, or you go into a death spiral, which is almost
Oh, that sounds fun.
which is tough to pull out of unless you're.
you want to live, I can just knock you the fuck out.
It's
Yeah,
just
that's crazy,
You
man.
practice stalls, and that's one
I'll
of the.
push you down the
aspects of-
stairs. Oh,
Yeah. Stalls, not falls.
All right, so now to the
Anyway.
second part of it,
All right.
my rant.
Your rain.
Yeah.
Oh.
So, the last day we were there, we went to this resort, hot springs called Ojo in Santa Fe. Nice place. Everything was great. We did like the hot springs and we did the saltwater pool, the steam room.
No, it wasn't that.
Is that what do you
So-
mean? You just go out in the ocean?
No, it's a big pool, but it's all safe.
They heat the ocean.
Yeah.
So you're saying it wasn't a happy ending?
No, it was not a
Okay.
happy ending. So as we're getting ready to go, coming out the locker room, my wife and my sister-in-law realized that, oh no, the bag with the cell phones is gone.
Oh.
Yeah. So, to the piece of shit scumbag that stole my fucking wife's phone, you got
I'm gonna
nothing.
find you.
You got nothing. What
got-
you
you
have
got
is a
nothing.
$1,200 brick because that phone was reported stolen. So the EMI and everything is all locked out. The only way that phone's ever going to work again is if I bring it in with my ID. You dumb son of a bitch.
What do you think the odds are that they're gonna
I
watch this?
don't care. Maybe you'll see it.
I was gonna say, yeah, I don't think they're gonna.
I
don't know
hope
if
I
they're
hope
gonna-
you see this. I hope you see this because you got shit. The only thing you gave me
You
was
got shit.
aggravation.
You got nothing.
Hey, you know how they could do it? How they could see it? You gotta go on the website and see if they have any like place where you can put some comments about your stay. Put some comments on
I
there.
will.
And then put down, oh, by the way, why don't you go look this up?
Yeah, go
We're
look
saying
at
I got
this
something to
video.
say.
But you were telling us the story. Obviously, you're telling our viewers now. But you're saying that the resort didn't really do shit for you.
No. So that's the second part of my rant.
Nor did the
Ojo Resort in Santa Fe. Right to you. You didn't do shit for me.
See, I told
we
you they weren't
gave
that
you
good.
we gave you the GPS coordinates. We gave your security guy everything. And you did
Ping
nothing.
that phone, right?
And the phone was only pinged. Yeah, like that. And the phone, when we finally pinged it, was less than a mile from the resort.
What's the
So
name of
we
this
kind of
job?
think it was an inside job.
Like I said, here's what I would have
What
done.
was the name of this place?
OJO maybe? Ojo Hot Springs.
Here's what I say.
Oh, here it
After
is.
you notified
Ojo Catalina, New Mexico?
No, not Carolina.
Resort
Santa
and
Fe.
spa?
Congolinas.
Yeah, Santa
Oh, yeah.
Fe. Yeah. There's two of them, but we went to the one in Santa Fe.
So here's what I would have done. I told you that. I said as soon as you notified the resort, they told you, say, look, you need to contact Sheriff's Department to give them the information, and you ping the phone with the coordinates. The Sheriff's Department should have picked that up, taken
Yes.
the coordinates, regardless of both phones. You said 2 out of 3 pinged.
Yep.
Take the coordinates,
Is that
cross-reference. The Sheriff's Department should have cross-referenced with the resort
Yes, I know.
the employees and their address, who was working that day, if you think it was an employee, which most likely it had to be.
It was less than a mile away from where
And-
the phone was.
There
And
you
then
go.
cross-reference that to the address of known
Write a
employees.
review, man. So later on, go in there,
Yeah.
write a review, and then put down
yeah.
her.
I mean,
address.
he'll remove the review for, say, I don't know, what, about $1,200?
Well, let's
Price of the
see.
phone?
Well, $1,200 for my wife's phone. The other phone was one was a cheap one, $50. The other one was probably a couple $100. A Google
$50.
Pixel.
What the
Yeah.
fuck? Where do you get a $50 phone from?
He
a burner
bought it-
phone?
Yeah, I think so. Bought it from Amazon
Who
or
the
something.
fuck
He
bought a
said.
burner phone?
Yeah,
That was one of our
Well,
subscribers.
and a pager. Came with a pager.
And that's another thing I want to say. Hey Brett, thanks for the great time. You showed me, the
Whoa.
different spots. No.
Hey,
no.
that's what I've done. I don't know, man.
That's,
Hey, what goes to New Mexico stays in New Mexico, right?
He's our subscriber. He likes our content, Oh yeah, so then he took me to the casino, and of course,
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
You want some
left
money?
I left with some of that Indian
Just
money.
saying. Just play with the house's money. Put your
That's
money
right.
back in your pocket,
what did I
and then
tell you?
play with the house's money.
I put that money away, and I said, "Let's go. We're out of here."
You know how I feel. As soon as you hit, you're like, yeah, time to go.
Yep.
That's it. It's a good day.
Yes. And so
I got
the-
a bank account. You can put some of that money in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let me
That-
give you
well,
let me give you a routing
that
number.
paid for the rental car and
Cool.
all the other stuff.
Yeah.
So anyway, so the third part of my big FU is to the Santa Fe Sheriff's Department because you fuckers did absolutely nothing for me. I gave you everything you needed and you did shit for me. You didn't even go and look for the fucking phones.
I don't
So,
even like your
F
Hyundai
you.
model. Oh.
Oh, Santa Fe. Oh, I got
Yeah.
you.
All right.
So yeah, I mean, we gave you everything. We gave you the GPS coordinates of where the phone last pinged at.
Yeah.
It was less than a mile from the resort. All you had to do is go to the resort, and you could have. There it is. Okay, there's the phones. But
even still, if it was an inside job and it wasn't employees, and they brought them back to their house, you still could have gotten a location, which would have given you a rough estimate of what employee lives in that.
Hey, and at that
vicinity.
point, as long as I got the phones back, I wouldn't even have pressed charges. I just wanted to get the phone back because at first we thought it was the person had the wife's ID in it, and if that was the case, she wouldn't have been able to get on the plane.
Oh,
So I was freaking out.
Yeah.
So yeah, the resort. When I talked to that guy, after everything, I said, "Hey, do me a favor. Here's the GPS stuff. Call the sheriff's department. Let them know. Maybe they can go and take a look at it." His response was, "Well, it's not my property, so I can't do that. But I'll give you the number for the sheriff's department. You can do that."
What?
In a text message.
Were you almost like, "Sorry, honey, you're gonna have to stay"?
No, because if her ID was stolen, I was gonna have to fly back myself.
No way.
And she was gonna have to stay. She couldn't get on the plane.
Wow.
I wasn't fucking driving back. We were gonna have to figure
Why
something
didn't you just,
out.
you could have probably rented a car. You probably just could have gone to Mexico, had her illegally run across the border, get on a bus.
Oh,
and
she
made it
would have
back
got a
to-
free phone.
And she would have gotten back to Jersey.
Yeah.
So-
There is a chance. You
I'm
blew
just
it.
saying,
I blew
you
it.
could have flown home and picked her up at
I could have picked her right up at Yep. She could have flew into Newark,
Come
so I
on.
wouldn't have had to get.
That's thinking.
Yeah,
But I mean, just the aggravation involved with it. Whoever you are, if you ever see this, man, fuck you. Really, you had to steal fucking 3 phones. Really, I don't know. And if it was an employee, Joe, pay your fucking employees more so they don't steal from people. Unbelievable.
Come on,
man.
people. Can't you be honest?
Yeah.
Just be honest.
The trip was fucking great up until that point, man. It was.
The thing is that I have met people. I always said, because we were taught, growing up not to steal. I'm sure we all stole that pack of lightsabers when we were like 3 and got the crap beat out of us by our parents and never stole ever again. And I think, you grab as a kid, going through the grocery store on the way out, you reach over into the aisle, which is packed full of stuff for you to buy, through the cash register. And I think, we got out to the car, and my mom, I think, found a pack of lightsabers. I probably just grabbed on the way to it. And, man, she walked me back in there, and it wasn't good. And, you have to explain yourself. Anyway, but, so I always thought, that when you learn that, that what stealing is not right, you're not supposed to steal, and you think everybody would get that concept. But there are people that will sleep like a baby. They don't have a conscience whatsoever. They will rob an old lady and sleep like a baby.
Yeah. Well, like I said, congratulations, you got yourself an expensive brick because
Exactly.
it ain't working no more.
Oh, hey Charlie, how's your gut feeling? You don't need to shit today, do you? You don't need to take a
I
pass
thought about
early
it a
on
few
the.
hours earlier. Ain't it?
Okay, right, man. I'm just making sure. I'm concerned about your gut health. And,
Yeah, I'm
Dude,
concerned
you
about it too.
a little fart might be telling you something.
You never know.
Oh man! So
I see a bucket over there if I have to.
You know, hey,
I don't know if
squat
that's
on the
big
budget,
enough.
whatever.
I don't think that's big enough.
We were going to, Steve and myself were actually going to put on. We were going to replace your chair with a toilet.
Huh? Yeah.
So, we were going to get an old toilet and put it in place down there. And
Oh man! So so I'm done with ranting. I'm done with vacation. I hate people, and y'all can eat a bag of dicks.
I told you not to go.
Yeah, I know, but
I told you.
eh,
So apparently, mush for brains, oatmeal for brains, commander in chief, whatever.
yeah, the resident of the United States.
Yeah. Apparently, another gaffe called Kim Jong Un. Kim Jong Un.
Yeah.
Called him the president of South Korea.
What an
Really?
idiot. Yeah, that guy's
Unbelievable.
They put
Really?
him. He's just a piece right now. That's all
No,
he is.
he
piece
can't
of
even
shit.
read a
He's
tele.
a
You
piece
can't
of shit.
even read a
They just-
teleprompter.
They just put him in there so they could go and fuck up the whole fucking country.
Yeah.
There's other things behind it. We could talk about it for days, but he's
Yeah.
just a fucking figure piece. That's all he is.
Yeah.
They put him out there every once in a while. Do you see that they have people walking around him now in a semicircle when he's
Yeah.
outside walking?
'Cause they don't want-
fucking ass
yeah.
to fall down.
Yeah, yep. They gotta hide the fact that he's got a slow gait, like he's got dementia and shit. And
They're
Yeah.
fucking bad enough. He goes up the kiddie steps.
It's not even a gate anymore. It's more like a merry-go-round.
no,
It's like he
No,
just keeps
no.
going around and around and around and around.
He's a feeble old shitbag.
He is. At 81 years old, I mean, Trump's not that far behind him. He's 76, Trump.
No, yeah, Trump's like 70.
Dude, I tell you what, Trump seems sharp as a tack.
Oh yeah,
And I'm sure at that age, and I'll be there probably, well, maybe.
Yep.
Yeah, yes. And
What?
what were we just
he
talking
said he'll
about?
be there. We
Be
talk
where?
about like 80s, and I
age.
just looked at my watch.
Yeah.
What were we
Sometime
just
next
talking
week.
about?
What?
Yeah.
Dude, Trump is great.
Come
He
on.
took they had that gag order, and that stupid judge Angoran, whatever dumbass
Yeah,
name is,
exactly.
said,
Isn't
"Oh,
he
you
being
can
investigated now?
Yes.
Yes.
So he said, "Oh well, any tweet that you post has to get cleared by me."
What?
Yeah, and he said you can't talk about the case outside of court. So what did Trump do?
Talked about.
No, he's fucking smart, man. 4D chess. He comes out, he opens up a piece of paper, he goes, "Well, basically I can't talk about the case. So let's see what the news is saying about the case." And he read
nice.
he read what CNN, Fox News, he read what all these people were saying about the case. He goes,
So that's
hey,
not
that's
it?
their words, that's not mine.
Smart guy.
Yeah.
Smart guy. What if he wrote down like on a paper and he's like, I can't talk about the case. And I didn't say anything, Your Honor.
I didn't say
read it off a
anything.
piece of paper. I didn't
Dude,
say
I
anything.
thought that was super smart. I'm like, dude, that's great. He's using the media's words to get him
Exactly.
where he wants to go.
Well,
His
because
son
it's-
just graduated from what, high school or college?
Who,
High
Bra-
school, I think.
He's
Barron?
He's a part with the RNC. He's doing something with them. You gotta
Good.
look that up.
Yeah,
You know,
I'll
so
have to check
it's
that out.
blatant.
He's getting in there with something. I don't
Yeah.
know what.
It's a blatant, First Amendment violation. Not
Oh,
letting
yeah,
him
yeah.
speak. It's just
It is.
this is a joke at this
Do
point.
you know they had that porn star on fucking
Who, Stormy
doing the defense for the
Stormy
for the state?
Daniels.
Yeah, she was up there. They
It's
ripped
more
her
like
apart.
Jack Daniels because it looks like she probably drank a lot.
They ripped her apart.
Yeah.
They fucking caught her in all lies. And you
Doesn't
know who they're
she-
putting up next?
So my
The
question is
fucking
this.
liar who got
Michael
fucking
Cohen.
put
So-
in jail.
But my
Yeah.
question is this:
Liar.
didn't she lose the court case, so she still owes Trump like
$300,000.
$500,000?
Yeah.
Of course, she's not going to be very favorable to him when you
Well,
when you
no,
owe
she
him like
was,
a
she
half
was the
million
one who
bucks.
she was the one who said that this relationship never
Never
happened.
happened, right?
They have a
So-
letter that
exactly.
says it.
Yeah, so I don't even know what this whole stupid court case is still about.
Because
I
they
mean,
brought her in and they asked her a bunch of shit that had nothing to do with the case.
She said that she
They
rolled
were
up.
slandering Trump. Like she was talking about what he was wearing at night and shit when they
You know-
were together.
You know something? They said that she rolled up a Time magazine or rolled up with his picture on it and then spanked him with
Yeah.
it. And I think if they would have looked at Trump, he would have been like,
even
"What? I like freaky stuff. What? What? Okay,
even
whatever."
the judge said it. I was like going a little bit too
Yeah,
far.
exactly.
You gotta see,
Wow.
just
Yes.
Unbelievable,
Yeah.
man.
Yes,
Anything
that's
they
fine.
could do.
At this point,
Oh,
it's
and the other good news, you see that Jack Smith got his pee-pee smacked, and that trial ain't gonna happen.
oh yeah, they kind of said indefinitely postponed for
Yep.
the confidential documents or
He
the.
did what we all knew they did.
The
They
FBI fucking-
set those
yep.
photos
Yeah,
up.
dude, that was all staged. That was a
Yeah,
photo
Sure
bomb
it was.
stage.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
He lied
yeah.
to the court.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, of course,
that,
dude.
That case is never gonna
He's
happen.
gonna
Nope.
get in trouble for fucking
Yeah,
lying.
and he doesn't. He actually isn't even supposed to be in charge of that case because a special counsel has to be confirmed by the Senate, and he never was. So right there should be. He shouldn't be in charge of that
So
case.
Trump gets in
anyway.
office. I think you should go back after and be like, "Hey, man, we had some documents near a Corvette in a garage. I think we need to take a look at that now."
So the whole thing with presidential immunity, I think that's still going on. They're supposed to have a decision by next month, by end of June or something.
Yeah, what the fuck?
You know, I was gonna say,
what the fuck is taking so long?
I was gonna say,
Just gotta
if
talk about it and then fucking be done with it.
Yeah.
if Trump gets back in, and then I'll correct myself and say when Trump gets back in, I think they're scared to death. The
Oh, they
Democrats
are.
that
Oh, they
he's
are.
going the retribution for what they did for this last 4 years, that they're scared of what's going to happen to them. And you know something, half of me said, I could see Trump being like, something, I'm not that type of guy.
Right. That's what I'm thinking.
But
Yeah.
half of me says you can't blame him for wanting to
No,
frag
oh
him.
God, no! If he went after the people like that for that shit, I wouldn't
He
wouldn't lose
fucking
no
should.
sleep about
No,
it.
he should.
Yeah,
You
but
know,
then
just-
then they'll be like, oh, see, Trump's he's out for revenge and everything. Yeah, because
You
you fucking
deserve
shit
it.
on the guy.
You
for,
you
yeah.
deserve it.
He needs to drag their asses through the fucking mud.
Yep.
And I
So
don't
they
know,
Their lives
but
fucking
he's a
miserable.
smart man.
Yeah.
And I think his strategic plan for getting even, if you would be highly thought out.
Oh yeah. Well, he's
That-
already talking about. He's like, I'm going to send in these into Mexico and start killing the drug lords and shit. I'm like, damn.
Yeah,
Like,
woo!
okay. Hey,
Special forces start
Yeah.
doing undercover ops on
Yep.
yeah, great. If you guys can't control them, we'll control
We'll
them.
control him for
Yeah.
you. Yep. Dude,
Yeah.
he's talking about hiring all these
I had
people to
this-
send them back.
I have
Once.
this funny feeling some fucking stupid shit's gonna fucking happen this week.
Why?
I'm just saying.
Where? What? Like
I've
what?
been hearing like rumbles and bumbles. Of
You guys
people in the underground that shit's gonna
The
happen
underground.
this week. Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
what? Like some kind of event or something?
Yeah,
or?
yeah. Something
I still
is either
think-
gonna happen with Russia and Ukraine. That's gonna be fucking just change what's going on there.
Well,
it's
you know,
gonna
something's
be-
got to happen.
it's
We're
gonna
5
be,
months and 29 days.
This fucking guy over here like cutting me off all the time.
Oh, sorry, man.
You
Sorry.
motherfucker.
Were you speaking? I'm sorry.
Yeah, he was. He was.
You know,
Yeah,
all right,
or
hold-
Russia.
hold-
Or, now,
hold
what
on.
I say? Russia and Ukraine,
Yeah.
and then China, and then whatever that other island.
Taiwan.
Thank you.
Taiwan,
Yeah.
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 So something I think is going to happen this week.
Well, they got to. I think they got to do something before 6 months at this point. You know, because that's going to be their only option. If Trump gets in and locks. You know, or when Trump gets in, it's going to change.
There's a lot of shit that's happening.
You know what I say?
Behind closed doors.
You know, I
we
know
don't
he wants.
about.
I know he wants to do something with the border, but you know, like the DMZ between North Korea and South Korea,
Ooh, Rangers
there,
are on there.
there's a huge amount of space between there.
Yeah.
Hey, do you remember the movie Running Man?
No.
I still think they should do something like that, where they set up like lasers and all sorts of obstacles. And if you want to come into this country, you and not do it really legally with filling out the paperwork, you got the option, but you got to run across the DMZ.
You gotta run the gauntlet.
If you got to run the gauntlet. If you can make it past the machine gun nest, the drones, the lasers, the electric fences, you're in.
You're in.
You made
Good for
it.
you.
Congratulations. Sign here.
Well, did you hear this?
Dude,
That
80,000 plus or
yeah,
Wildwood.
down at Wildwood. Yep.
What's that? Oh yeah, 80,000
Yeah.
plus.
So did you hear that they were that Mushbrain is withholding
Oh,
weapons to Israel?
quid
But
pro
wait a
quo.
minute.
That's
Netanyahu
Yes.
said, he
Quid
goes,
pro quo.
I don't care.
No, let me talk.
I'm down there.
He said that he was withholding. He wasn't sending that stuff. But wait, didn't they impeach Trump for the same thing?
They
I don't know,
already.
did they?
They did
Friday.
articles of impeachment.
on
For what?
Friday.
What did he withhold? What did Trump withhold?
They said that Trump was withholding the weapons to
Money for
Ukraine to go after his political rivals with quid pro quo.
yeah. Oh, yeah.
Biden's
Yeah.
doing the same thing. He's saying we don't want you to do this, so we're going to withhold the weapons.
Last thing I heard, though, was that Bibi responded back,
Yeah,
Netanyahu
but
responded
that's-
back and
it's
said,
not the
it
point.
doesn't matter what the U.S. does. We're still fighting, which
Right.
I believe
But
is...
that's not the point. The point is
You're
Joe
not
Biden
right.
is doing the same thing that they impeached Trump for.
Sure. Right. Well,
So,
you know,
he's-
it's,
Now they're going to
they're-
go and they're going to
it's two-tier.
Yeah.
it's a two-tier system,
Yep.
you know? And
Well, we are running late today. I had a rant. We had
Yeah, yeah.
some good news and some bad news.
That's
and-
all right. We made up for a little bit from last week.
Charlie's on his phone, man. You paying attention?
Oh, I hear.
Oh,
Look, he's
Yeah.
looking there. Jack Smith right there.
Hey, never pay for attention, all right?
Never
All
pay
right.
for attention.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Hit that like button, subscribe. Don't steal people's cell phones, or karma's gonna come back and kick you right in the balls.
Don't be a thief.
Yeah. Oh, I don't know.
Democrats. That's it. All right. Anyway, that's dishonest.
Well,
well,
yeah,
you know,
same
I guess,
thing.
you're right.
Democrat
Exactly.
thief. It's all the same.
So just remember, there's nothing like the hard truth, guys. Stay tuned next week for episode 21. Anyway.
He changed it.
Hey, what the fuck?
What?
He's going on the fly. Bang, 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 bang. Yeah.
I gotta load. I gotta get there. Okay.
You got a revolver?
It's a class. Hey, you know, I like old school, all right? It's, whatever. Hold on. All right, there you go.
All right, there we go.
All right.
Bang bang.
Bang, bang. All right.